Happy Sunday, Purple Hearts, and welcome to the Recap episode number 82. We are at the 82nd episode. And it feels so good. It feels so good. I hope everyone is enjoying their Sunday. I hope you had a great weekend. I know for some people in different states, they have to start getting it together because it's getting ready to be back to school in a minute. How fast did that summer go? Okay, we still got summer though. We still got summer. It isn't over yet. Okay, it is not over yet, but I'm going to tell you the honest truth. I'm looking forward to fall. I am looking forward to fall with less hot weather. Okay, so if you are new here, my name is Sexy Harlem 125, and I do the questions of the day Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I post them to the community wall, and if you are subscribed, you can answer these questions, okay? Um, I also link the questions of the day that I speak of on Sundays here. I link it under this video because I do so many that it's like hard to keep up. So I just started them linking them in the video to make it easier for you guys. Okay. Let's see. Today in the 82nd episode, we are doing Monday 720, Wednesday 722, and Friday, which was the day before yesterday, 724. Okay, this is what we are doing. And I'm gonna play it for you. I'm not gonna use the music, but I'm gonna use the music over here in StreamYard. Then I'm gonna go over to the community wall because we do have some answers, and then I am gonna answer. Okay? So, okay, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. I don't know where my co-host is. They not messing around out there in the street, so that's a good thing. So let's go on and get this started. Um, Speaking of my co-hosts, here they come now. Wait a minute. I can hear them, but y'all probably can't. Please hold. All right, they done passed by and went on about their business. I hope you're enjoying this picture on your screen. It looks really nice. It looks kind of summery, so I thought I would put that up, okay? So, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get this started. But wait a minute, before I do that, I usually tell y'all what I did for the week. So for this week, this past week, I've just been getting prepared for my infusion that's coming up on Tuesday. Now, because of the holidays that we've been having here of the late, my infusion has went from the end of the week to the beginning of the week. I'm used to this. My infusion is every 28 days. So, what can you do when the calendar says one thing and you're supposed to have your infusion on the 28th day? They're going to either um, get it before the 28th. Most likely, it's going to be before the 28th day. So, this is what I've been dealing with. But in any instance, that's what I've been doing. Just basically getting everything together because I know I'm going to be down for a couple of days. So I'm just getting easy food to eat. And that's basically it. All right, let's get on with this. We are starting off with Monday, 7/20/26. So let me go over here. All right, so that was Monday, 7/20/26, and the thought for that day was spend time with people who make you happy. And that's what I do. I am not going to waste time on a hater. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Okay, so the question for that day was what is the next biggest step in your life? I'm going to go over to the community wall and I'm going to read the answers. And I always thank everybody that leaves a comment. So, Linty says her next big step is retirement. She said, I just need to figure out when she's going to retire. And let's see, Miss Naomi says her next big step is to retire for real. She said, I have retired but went back to work. I can't wait to retire for real, and start a family business. That sounds like a good idea. So thank you very much, ladies, for your answers. Let me go over here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Hey, Sonia J, how are you, my love? You said yes, retirement for me in 3 to 4 more years. Very good. So, I read everyone else's answer. I'm going to give you mine. I have 3 things that I want to do. First of all, I want to take a train trip. When I say a train trip, I mean I want to take a trip that I can get to by train to another state, go exploring, see the sights, get back on the train, and come back home. That's one. The next one is, and the train trip actually should have been number 2 because this next one is something I am going to do this year. And that's Ancestry.com. They usually have, yes, it does, doesn't it? Around the holidays, Ancestry usually has a sale. I really don't know how much it costs. Maybe it's $100 or whatever. But this is something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. And after I finish doing everything for everyone else, this is going to be for me. This is going to be for me because sometimes you got questions, and I have a lot, so yeah, that's gonna be for me, and I'm gonna do that starting next year. I'm gonna set up my account and everything, by Christmas time. But digging in, I'm gonna start after the new year, right after the new year. Okay, and then I also want to write a book. So those are 3 things that I want to do. I think the book is going to be last, and the train trip is going to be in the middle, and the ancestry is going to be in the beginning. Because next year it's going to be a whole different animal for me. I want to train travel around to different states and see my family. Yeah, I mean, I have family in Washington. I have family in Georgia. I have family in South Carolina. I have family in Canada. I have family in a couple of states. And this is why ancestry is important to me. Because apparently, I'm thinking that my mother's side may be larger than my father's side. I don't know, but ancestry is the way to get started, and thankfully I have t-shirts from both sides. When you wear a t-shirt, both of them are trees. So the person who started it all is at the head of the tree, at the top. Now, if they passed on, their leaves are at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to get into it. I'm going to get into it and do what I need to do. Because I have questions, like I said. Okay, so that was Monday, and I answered that question with y'all. Now, let's go over here, and we're going to get with Wednesday. today's thought was never allow yourself to be defined by someone else's opinion of you. I gotta see if that's right because it don't feel right to me. Hold up for 1 second. It's right. Never allow yourself to be defined by someone else's opinion of you. So if someone else has a negative opinion of you, tell them to kick rocks with flip flops on and you keep going. That's all you can do, okay? Because I found out through my life that no matter what, people are going to believe what they want. It doesn't matter how much truth there is to it. You can tell them the truth all day long, and they're going to believe what they want to believe. So why waste your time trying to prove a fuck ass thing? Just keep going. Now, the question for that day was, what distracts you the most every day? Exactly. What distracts you the most every day? So let me go to the community wall. Uh, Linty says, usually a family member or coworker needing something, I can count on it daily. uh, Miss Naomi said, this summer it's been social media. I have to admit that I overindulged. Oh my goodness. See, my children, house duties, and work. See? Well, what distracts me? I have to say social media. I mean, because you find these interesting things to watch on YouTube. I've also been watching Netflix more now. Um, I've been cleaning up around the house and doing the house duties. It's been mostly the television, okay? So, and being on the phone, talking to my bestie and my nieces, they're not a distraction. I wouldn't call them that. Um, I would just say that what distracts me the most is social media. You know what I'm saying? That's what does it. And that does it. Okay? Now, let's move on to Friday. Let's see. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, let's go here first. was Friday. There we go. That was Friday. So, hey, Miss Naomi. I hope you're doing well. You just got home. Alrighty then. uh, Friday. The thought for Friday was when someone says you can't do it twice and take pictures. That's how you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to do it twice and take pictures. Okay. You haven't left yet. Oh my goodness. So before I give you my answer, let's go over to the community wall. I only got one person on here, and that's Miss Naomi. The question for Friday was, let me turn this page. And see, these are the interesting questions I'm talking about. Oh, they're going to get harder. Harder and more personal. I'm trying to leave those for as long as I can until I absolutely have to do it. Okay, the question is for Friday, which was the day before yesterday. Would you allow a foreign exchange student, a foreign exchange student, to live with you? I had to get some water. Let me go on over to the community wall because Miss Naomi answered that too. Okay. She said, that's a good question. When I was younger, I would, because they would probably be able to go to school and hang out with my son. Please hold. Okay, hey Lindsay, how are you, my love? I hope you feeling well. Um, okay, I was over here. That music distracted me. Uh, since we talking about distraction. Oh, Miss Naomi said, that's a good question. When I was younger, I would, because they would probably be able to go to school and hang out with my son. Now he's in college and working this summer, so he's not home a lot. So it's a no for me. I'm comfortable with my routine with my son and my dog. Can't do it. Okay. So let's see. Lindsay said I probably would have 10 years ago. Now, absolutely not. Oh my goodness. Y'all are funny. Well, since I read Miss Naomi's answer, and I want to thank y'all for commenting on the community wall. I'm going to read your answers out loud when you comment on the community wall. That just adds a little bit more to what I'm doing, and I don't mind. But now, since I've gotten all the answers, mine is a flat out no. Mine is a flat out, it would have been a flat out no if I was 21. It would have been a flat out no if I was 30. It would have been a flat out no if I was 40. Anything beyond that is a serious no, but up until that point, I'm just. It's a no for me. Let's see. I can leave when my family annoys me or make them go home. I can't put the exchange student out in good conscience. You can put the exchange student on a plane back home. Girl, I don't know. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but now I remember students coming from another state. I'm telling my age right now, Lord Jesus, but I'm not ashamed. I remember students coming from another state instead of from like overseas, or when they say foreign, they're talking about like from Paris, Rome, places far, far, far away on the other side of the world. But I remember someone coming from another state and staying 2 weeks. If you would call that, I wouldn't call that foreign exchange. You know what I'm saying? I remember them doing that when I was like 10 years old, and I heard my parents talking about it, and my father said, hell no. My father said, I don't care what you say. It's not coming in here. No. The answer is no. Oh my God. My father said, I said no, and that's it. Let's see, y'all know it's true. The older you get, the less you want to be bothered. Most of us are over. Girl, 62 never felt so good. Hallelujah. And you're right about that, because I'm gonna tell you something. Let's see what we got here. My mama put my ex-sister-in-law on the playback for last good. See, that's what I'm talking about. Miss Naomi said, these kids have too many issues these days. You never know what kind of psychopath you're inviting into your home. Now, see, Miss Naomi, if I could reach through this computer screen and give you a high five, let me see. I could do it in the comments. There we go. Because that is the exact thing that I'm thinking. And see, that question was kind of, it didn't have, it was, I think it was open-ended. That question was like, would you let a foreign exchange student come live with you? not come live with you for the summer, come live with you for a week. You know what I'm saying? I left it that way. I didn't want to change it because I wanted to see if y'all were thinking what I was thinking. I was thinking, let's see. What you said? Your mama sounds like my kind of woman. Listen, girl. My mama said no. Sonia's mama put the sister-in-law back on the plane back to Alaska. Now see, that's what I'm talking about. Look, we gonna stop at this supermarket, get you a sandwich, get you some snacks, pack your bag, cause you going home. Girl, you want to talk about, and you are right, because the less you do. I mean, I don't want complicated shit going on. Cause this, she's a Sagittarius and she'll tell you the truth. Oh my God. She was gone by the time I got out of school. Oh my God. Well, she said, I'm tired of this mess here. She said, no offense, girlie, but you gotta go. They act up. They need to go, period. My granny told me not to take nobody's BS. She kept a loaded 357 on the kitchen table. So I listened to her. I know you did. She said nobody. That includes you, girlfriend. She ain't gonna take your mess either. Whew. While they giving you advice, they telling you. You know what I'm saying? They giving and telling at the same time. It's just a flat out no for me. It's just a flat out no. It's just a flat out no. I wouldn't be able to do it for the very reason that we're talking about here. They're like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Now, for those who do it, I commend you. Because I would not. Okay. Why she threw a stool? She threw a stool through my mama's and daddy's kitchen window while we were at church. She had to, ooh, wait a minute. Ooh, yeah, she had to go because you costing me more than a plane ticket right now. Now I gotta replace this window. Nah, you gotta go, girlfriend. You never know what you gonna get. Lindsay said, oh, hell no, Sonia. She's she lucky she made it back to Alaska in one piece, you damn Skippy. Before my mama jumped on. Ooh, child. I don't understand. What you said? My mama made her call her daddy. Daddy, I owe these people $300 for a broken window. How did that happen? I took the chair and threw it through the window. Now they put me on a plane and they sending me home. See you when you get here. Be expecting the ass whooping. don't know what went through my mother's mind when she said that to my father. Like, he said, I said no. And she's still going on. Yeah, 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 yeah. He said, I pay the bills in here. What you said? Never saw her again. My father said, I pay the bills in here. I said, no. And that's it. End of discussion. And it turns out that he was right. Okay? Because that same student that my mother wanted to bring into our home for 2 weeks, and this was during the holiday season. That little mofo set the Christmas tree on fire, almost burned them people's house down. And my father, when I got the news in school, I came home and told it, right? So now, my mother told my father, and my father said, see, you don't want to listen to me. You just want. My mother's an Aries. My mother was an Aries, and my father was a Cancer. Okay? And my father's sitting there looking at her going, see, but you want to go all over my head. You want to make me out to be the mean one. Look at what happened. My father said, little motherfucker set the tree on fire. Now, I wasn't supposed to be listening to none of this after I told them what I told them, but I pretended like I was playing with my Barbies at the table. Okay? Child, you want to talk about somebody that was laughing. Intuition on point, damn right. Got to go. So that was a whole nother issue. And that was around about the time that I was 9 or 10 years old. So we talking um in the 70s, the middle 70s. We're talking the middle 70s here. So, child, a whole bunch of shit done changed since then, and we didn't know what we was going to get back then. I do believe in the 70s it was a more gentler world back then, because if somebody got robbed in the neighborhood on my block, somebody knew about it, they dragged his ass out into the street, and they got his ass beat. Okay? It's not like that no more. It's not like that no more. These kids can't even ride their bikes or go to the store or anything. Not a 12-year-old just got shot. I think it was yesterday, and he is dead now. This world is not the same as it used to be. I think it's brave to let your child go to another country and live with strangers. I have always thought that, though. I didn't even want to go to sleepaway camp. I was like, nope, I ain't going. It took me, and my mother wanted me to go to the Fresh Air Fund. I told her no. I don't want to go. My father, the great man that he was, said, do not force that child. If she don't want to go to the Fresh Air Fund, She ain't got to go to the Fresh Air Fund. Every summer, it was the same song and dance. Do you want to go to the Fresh Air Fund? I'm going to get the paperwork. No, I don't want to go. What do you want to do this summer? I don't want to do that. Okay? So, listen. When I started raising my niece, I told her, you're going to experience this. Once I let her experience it, she liked it. So she went back almost every year. My mama didn't like us to spend the night at our friend's house. She would make us come home around 7 a.m. if we did go. I didn't spend the night. I spent the night out at a classmate's house. You know, I can't say it. I can't say it. But anyway, yeah, I can't say it. I will say this. It was an interesting time. Okay, it was very interesting. I went to Harley's nature camp one time. I got in a fight, and my mama said that I could stay home next year and fight for free. Oh my God! What you said? Fight for free? Oh Lord, have mercy. Now later on, I'll say when I was, well, how old was I? I think I was 18. I had to be. I was 18 going on 19, and I went to Job Corps. I went to Job Corps, and I stayed in Job Corps for 2 months. That wasn't working for me. Okay, so I got the hell up out of Job Corps. I was like, nope, I ain't doing it. Mm-mm. My mother said, you made me sign that paperwork. I had to go through this and go through that to make sure you was eligible. And I did all of this. And now you talking about you want to come home? I heard my father in the background. Give me the phone. My father said, what happened? Let's see. I was a brownie and went camping for a weekend. And a tornado came through. Now, why she sent me there? Hey, Cat Stassi, how are you? I said, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Listen, I went to, now, I don't know if this Job Corps still exists. Let me see. I'm going to type it up real quick. Well, what do you know? I'll be hornswoggled. Let's see. This is where I went to Job Corps at. Casadega Job Corps Center. This is where I went. They got more training opportunities now than they had before. Uh, See, my mother had to go through a lot because low income, we wasn't low income like that. So this is the Job Corps I went to, Casadega Job Corps. Yep, that's where I went. Wait a minute, let me see something. Where? I can't believe this damn thing's still here. Hold up. Yup, because it was upstate, Casadega, New York. You see this? This is the reason why I went here. Because it was upstate New York. And I was like, you won't get me. My motherfucking ass won't be somewhere where my parents can't come and get me. And that's what happened. Yeah, it has been around a long time. It has been. So while I was on the phone with my mother, telling her about how these little bitches painted my hair blue, because back then I was still curling my hair in curlers and putting a scarf on and all that shit. So my father took the phone and he said, "What happened?" I told him what happened. He said, "Go." He said, "First of all, this is what I want you to do. After you give the phone to the person that allowed you to make the call, I want you to go to your room, wherever you sleeping at, and I want you to pack your stuff. Get dressed, pack your stuff, and wait in the office because I am coming." I said, "All right." And I gave the phone to the person. And I'll never forget this because he tried to give my father a hard time. He actually tried to give my father a hard time. And I could hear my father yelling, I don't give a good goddamn what I signed. That's my daughter. She wants to come home. Ain't nobody gonna hold her hostage. She's coming home. I'm coming to get her now. Let's see. My auntie used to threaten my cousins with Job Corps, so I always thought it was for badass kids like my cousin. Oh my God. My cousin went and picked up Weldon. See, my thing was, this is my thing about Job Corps. I had a bad experience. Okay? There were a lot of things that I saw I wanted to get involved in. And that person that I asked to call home, they knew that. They knew I saw a lot of things that I wanted to get into, but they also saw the bullying. Okay? So I was like, and I told the person, I said, I really don't want to fight. Because if you fight in Job Corps, one or two things are gonna happen. And we all know that. So to avoid the one or two things, I'm just gonna take my ass home. Just have my father come get me. That's all. And my mother and my father came to get me, and I came back home. End of story. All right, so there we are. Those are the questions for last week. The recap was number 82. That was Monday 720, Wednesday 722, and Friday 724. Let's hit the calendar. Okay. The next Sunday is the 2nd. Will I be here on the 2nd? Yes, I will. And I hope y'all will be here on the 2nd as well. So, there you have it. Best decision I made in my life. One of the best. One of the best. Okay? So, I'll be here next Sunday on the 2nd. I want y'all to enjoy your Sunday. Be blessed, never stressed, and stay safe always. I will talk to y'all on the flip side. Have a great week. Love y'all.